Hey everybody, it is Friday. Happy Friday, but more importantly, I'm in the Tahoe, so you know what that means. It is a Tahoe Talk. It's been about a week since I came at you, but there's a lot going on this weekend, and I have a special surprise for you today. Wanted to let you know about the open houses this weekend. So on Sunday, we've got 4 open houses in Lansing and Dryden, so you should go check those out. See these beautiful flyers we got. 14 Janivar, we've got 73 Brickyard, and we've got 6 Lansing Heights, yes, and then 360 Dryden Harford Road in Dryden. So everywhere from 10 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. You can see those, of course, on Facebook and Instagram because we post them everywhere. So hopefully we'll see you out Sunday. And more importantly, we will have cookies and refreshments there on Sunday. And those cookies are courtesy of State Farm, Jim Rollo. And my surprise for you today is I have a guest. Jim Rollo from State Farm is here. So we are going to talk to you today, not only about real estate, but things that go along with real estate, and insurance is one of those things. And it's a great time to talk about insurance because August is typically closing month. So there's a lot of real estate closings happening. And one of the things that you have to do, buyers, before you close on a property is get your homeowner's insurance. You need your binder. And Jim is one of those people that can help you with that. Oh my goodness, I need more coffee and it's noon already. Not only that, Jim wrote a book. So not only is he an insurance agent, but he wrote a book, Happy Homeowners, and he's got great tips for you, and that's what we're going to talk about today, this book, Happy Homeowner. So Jim, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, Lindsay.
And why you wrote the book, and thank you for joining me on my first ever guest Tahoe Talk.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm honored. Yeah, it's great. Thanks for inviting me. It's great to be here. Hello, everybody. So yes, the Happy Homeowner book, as Lindsay showed you a copy of, I wrote a year ago. And it's really an educational resource, and it's based on a lot of experiences that we've had over the last 13 years with homeowners and questions we get and claims we've had. There are a lot of stories in the book, and you'll really enjoy it. It's a real educational resource. It's only 58 pages, so it's a quick read, and it's a real simple read. So. But today we can talk about something that is a frequently asked question we get, and a circumstance that comes up more and more often, which is how to provide coverage for someone who lives in the home with you, but they're not on the mortgage, they're not on the insurance policy, they're not on the deed, but they're, let's say, a significant other that lives with you, and they might be helping pay the expenses. But again, they're not on the home insurance, they're not on the mortgage, they're not on the deed. So they're not covered if they're a non-relative resident, meaning they're not related by blood or by marriage.
So, Jim, can I interrupt you? Would this work? I'm thinking about this. Would this work if somebody chooses to buy a home, but they need to rent a room in their home to help offset mortgage costs? Would this apply?
Yes,
in that
it would.
Okay.
Yes, it would. Right. So you see that situation too, where somebody says, "Well, I'm going to rent a room to a college student, for example," right? Yeah. And that would apply. So the college student's property, if that were the case, would not be covered.
Right. Okay.
So so we've had situations where a claim happens, and I can tell you about a specific case where a significant other, a fiance, was living in the house, not on the mortgage, not on the insurance policy, not on the deed, and there was a fire. And so the significant other's contents were completely destroyed in the fire. No coverage on the home insurance policy. So what is the solution for that? Well, the solution for that is that the non-relative resident, whether it's a college student like the case you talked about, or it's a significant other, they simply purchase a renter's insurance policy to cover their contents, which is about $10 a month. Oh. And that'll give them about $50,000 of replacement cost coverage for their contents.
Wow, so, $10 a month.
Yeah, so it's really affordable. And so you might say, well, I'm not charging rent. Well, we don't care about that. It's just a way to cover your contents. We don't have to verify that you're charging rent or paying rent. We just call it renter's insurance. So it's a way to cover your contents so that a check would be issued to you as the person who's named on the policy to replace your contents if there's a fire.
Regardless of whether you are on the mortgage
Doesn't matter.
or a part of the purchase.
Right.
You're covered by homeowners if you are an owner of record on the property, correct?
Or a resident relative.
Or a resident relative.
Right.
So,
Yep.
okay, so a mother-in-law or
Mother-in-law,
mother,
a mother, a
grandmother, brother.
Yeah, we had one case where we had a fire in Endicott, and let's say grandma owns the house.
Okay.
It's a two-family. Grandma owns the house. Her daughter lives there. Her grandson lives there, who has a girlfriend and a baby.
Okay.
And then her brother lives there,
Okay.
who's in, like 70 years old. She has all these relatives living there. We provided temporary housing for everyone and covered everyone's property except the grandson's girlfriend.
Because she's not related.
She's
so,
not
okay.
related.
Wow.
So that's how it works. So it can be very broad and comprehensive coverage for all of these extended family members that are related by blood.
Okay.
However, that particular person was not covered.
So, but $10 a month would have covered it.
$10 a month would have covered her contents.
Fantastic.
So it's really it's a very common thing today. We see it more and more with home purchases, and so it's really. But a lot of people don't ask the question, so we always ask that question because here's the thing: we never want somebody to call our office and ask us this: why didn't you tell me about that?
Right.
They have a claim, something happens, why didn't you tell me about that? So one of the first questions we ask people when they're buying home insurance from us is, has anyone ever explained to you how a claim would be settled?
Interesting.
And
Right.
most of the time people say no.
Right.
So we go through
that's-
that conversation.
So you take it the extra step,
We do.
which is fantastic. I mean,
Absolutely.
clearly you take it the extra step. You wrote a book.
Yeah.
So who,
Yeah.
clearly homeowners would benefit from this, but people who are getting ready to buy a home,
Yeah.
getting maybe ready to sell their home too. I mean,
Yes. Yeah,
or if
absolutely.
they have homeowners insurance already,
Yes.
they could still call you
Yeah,
up and ask you
absolutely.
some questions.
Yeah, so really the book is Happy Homeowner, 7 Simple Secrets to Dreams That Last a Lifetime or Two. So it's really about how do I preserve my dream of home ownership for a lifetime or two? And we say or two because in the case of like my mom, who's an 82-year-old widow, she wants to stay in her house forever. So
Right.
2 lifetimes means my dad's lifetime, who passed away 20 years ago, and my mom's lifetime. So
There you go.
that's what we're talking about.
Right,
Yeah.
and this tends to be sometimes this is people's biggest asset, their homes.
Right.
So why not protect that
Yep.
asset? I
That's
think this
it.
is fantastic.
That's the goal.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, thank you for being here
Thanks
with me
for
today.
inviting me. It was
Jim
great to be here.
Rollo from
Yeah.
State Farm.
Great
and
to be
if
here.
anybody wants to contact you, they can get a copy of this book and they
Yeah.
can contact you.
They can contact me, Jim at jimrollo.com. Our
Jim?
website is jimrollo.com.
Very simple.
754-3000 is our number. And good luck with your open houses this weekend.
That's jimrollo.com.
Jimrollo.com.
That's
2 L's.
fantastic.
ROLLO. Jimrollo.com.
There
That's
you
it.
go. There you go. And if you can't remember that, you can always go to Hart and Homes and we can direct you to Jim and you can ask him questions. So
Okay.
thank you, Jim.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Thanks, everybody. Have a
Okay.
happy
Have a
Friday.
great weekend.
And we will see you soon. Hope to see you at those open houses. Bye.